On my lips there's a name. In my life there's no place for the man that I love. Sorry, but I'm living my life just to sing and be free. From LA to New York, from New York to LA.
From New York to LA. From New York to LA. From New York to LA. From New York to LA. I'm a star in New York. I'm a star in LA. In my life, there's no place for the man that I love. 'Cause I'm living my life just to sing and be free. From LA to New York, from New York to LA. Ooh, from New York to LA. The city life of flashing lights, busy streets and fancy cars, booze and drugs and all the clubs. Everyone's a shining star. But so inviting to my eyes that I could only be surprised by all the sounds and sights to see. I thought all this was meant for me, but was it really meant for me? I'm a star in New York, I'm a star in LA. In my life, there's no place for the man that I love. 'Cause I'm living my life just to sing and be free. From LA to New York, from New York to LA. Ooh, from New York to LA. The city lights are often blurred by stories we've already heard. Booze and drugs now break my head 'cause all the shining stars are dead. I sometimes close my tired eyes, let myself be hypnotized by memories of loving you, the man I thought was meant for me. But were you really meant for me? From New York to LA. From New York to
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. B is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is just more than a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Hello, my friends. Hi. It's so nice to see you all. I'm so excited to be here on location in Fairfield, Connecticut. Hi Hildy, hi Jane, hi Valelli, hi David Canizero, oh, Eileen Scheibner. Oh, it's great to be here. Now it's my turn. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it, make my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Hello, my friends. Hello. I am home. I am back from Puerto Viagra. I had the best time, the most wonderful time. And I am producing my own show tonight. The VPB people were busy. And so I am producing and performing. And I'm here with my dear friends, Minnie Brianna and Minnie Mr. Chris. It's so good to see all of you. I can't really see your comments because, as you can see, I am not in my normal studio tonight. I am house sitting. I'm house sitting for my parents. And we are staying here in Fairfield, Connecticut. So we're at the piano here. This is the piano that I got this piano when I was 11 years old. Sound like Liza. When I was 11 years old, I got this piano. But this is the piano that I learned to play most of what I play on. And it lives here in Fairfield, Connecticut. And I'm here with you. I had a great time in Puerto Vallarta. And I'm so happy to be home with Mini Mr. Chris and Mini Brianna and Big Mr. Chris, who's down there manipulating the puppets, of course. He's got his hand up each of their asses. It's crazy. But I've missed you guys so much. I hope you're all well. I hope everybody's doing well. And I couldn't think. On my flight home from Mexico, all I could think is, I can't wait to do a virtual show again. And then I found out that I was house sitting, and I thought, well, how am I going to do a virtual show? So I drove to my house where I have all of my equipment, and I brought most of it here so that I could be with you guys. So I am going to... Are the Freceros there? Hello, Frechero family. I've been thinking about you all day. I've been thinking about the meat sauce, the delicious meat sauce that must happen every Sunday in that house. My God, it's delicious. Hope you guys are all well. And I'm going to keep doing the virtual shows. We're going to bring back Name That Tune in the next couple of weeks. Michelle Mercado Chimkin and Frank, YouTube Frank, watching on YouTube. So guys, please, if you feel the love, do share the video. If you feel the hatred, share the video with your enemies too. I don't care. And of course, you can see scrolling on the bottom there. Yes, you can tip me if you'd like. But this is a free show. And I'm just going to do a lot of my favorite songs tonight, a couple of new songs, and happy to be playing a real piano. In Mexico, I was playing a keyboard. And thank you to all of you who watched my shows in Mexico. I really appreciate it. I mean, my God, Hildy Lindstrom, Natalie P. Hello, Natalie. Jane Stevens setting her alarm clock to watch my shows because she's in the UK. She's in England, you know. And... God, so many of you, and I apologize if I miss anybody, but thank you so much for always tuning in to watch me in Mexico. I had the best time. It was great. It was a lot of work. I am 6 days without putting on Liberace, so I finally growing some facial hair back that I have to shave in a couple of weeks, because Lee goes back on pretty soon. But I thought we'd just have a nice little virtual show. And Mini Mr. Chris and Brianna, who else is here who I've missed? Have I missed some people?
Bill Connors is there. Valelli is there.
Valelli. Hello, Valelli.
Andrew Giordano and Michael Arrington.
Wow. Hello, oh my Michael Arrington. Paul Lind, ladies and gentlemen. The best Paul Lind artist in the world.
And Eileen Scheib.
And of course, Eileen is there. We're going to play a song for Eileen a little bit later.
And Andrew Giordano
from the BOCO. Andrew Giordano. Hello, darling. How are you, darling? Fabulous actor, singer, dancer. He's done amazing stuff. So I'm going to play some of my favorites for you guys. And this is definitely one of my all-time favorites. And of course, I did this in a little tribute show a little bit ago. Yes, I'm looking at my set list here. And this is from my darling Olivia Newton-John. Sing along at home. Get your tambourines out. Let's go, kids. Wherever you go, wherever you may wander in your life, surely you know I'll always want to be there, holding your hand and standing by to catch you when you fall, seeing you through in everything you do. Let me be there in your morning, let me be there in your night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right. Let me take you through that wonderland that only two can share. All I ask you is let me be there. Watching you grow and going through the changes in your life. Are you changing? That's how I know I'll always want to be there. Whenever you feel you need a friend to lean on, I am there. Wherever you call, you know I'll be there. Let me be there in the morning, let me be there in your night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right. Let me take you to that wonderland that only two can share. All I ask you is let me be there. Let me be there in your morning, let me be there in your night. Let me take whatever's wrong and make it right. Let me take you to that wonderland that only two can share. All I ask you is let me be there. All I ask you is let me be there. Xanadu! Yay! Oh, I love Olivia. I love Olivia so much. In fact, Olivia reminds me of they have those lesbian cruises that go, and a dear friend of mine who I got the beautiful opportunity to perform with in Puerto Vallarta, Zoe Lewis, one of my favorite songwriters, storytellers of all times. She was performing in Puerto Vallarta for the first half of my 2 months there, and we got to perform together a lot. I would come on her show and dressed as Liberace, actually, and I would play with her and play a lot of her tunes. And I love her music. And of course, Chris, my husband Chris, loves her music too. And so she's sort of the soundtrack of our lives. So if you don't know Zoe Lewis, you really should check out her music. And I'm going to do one of her tunes for you now. One of my favorites, because, friends, life really is a circus. And you are in mine right now. So cheers. I may not be on my normal set here, but it's like still got the puppets and try and do all the stuff. I've got some beautiful Chinese soapstone panels behind me. They're really, really kind of pretty, aren't they? They're pretty. So I will definitely go back afterwards and hit all of your comments and stuff. Like I said, I can't see them right now because of the studio setup, but I will go back and see them. But this song is called Welcome to the Circus by the incredible one and only Zoe Lewis. You guys are my circus. Welcome to the circus of life. Welcome to the circus of life. 'Cause we're born and we die, but there's a lot of living in between. So please don't wait to grab it by the horns, to spin around in circles like a plate. Welcome to the circus of life. Welcome to the circus of life. So small, so loud. Ever since you came to earth, there's been no sleep. You two are one, the finest double act a guy can see. Welcome to the circus of life. Welcome to the circus of life. La la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la la la, la 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 la. Up on the high wire, everything's tiny. Elephants and acrobats, trombones and trampolines. It's a delicate balance, but you can go flying. Jugglers and hula hoops, top hats and tambourines. Now at this point, Zoe takes out plates and spins them. She does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like Chicago, backflips. But I can't. This isn't my house. I can't spin these plates. I don't think there's a plate in this house that costs less than $20, so I'm not even going to try with plates. But I'm going to play you a little plate spinning piano. Welcome to the circus of life. Yeah, welcome to the circus of life. Because we're born and we die, but there's a lot of living in between. So please don't wait to grab it by the horns, to spin around in circles like a plate. Welcome to the circus of life. Welcome to the circus of life. Welcome to the circus of life. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I love Zoe. Please look Zoe Lewis up and her music, everything. I mean, she's got just the most beautiful music. And Brianna and Minnie Chris, you danced very well. You did beautifully. Well, here's a little pop tune from the 70s that you kids might like. And since I'm my own producer now, I'm going to take that camera out. I love that tune. Yes, we've only just begun. We've only just begun. Well, I don't know. Is my friend Don Bretman here tonight? He might be. Because, like I said, I'm going to play some of my favorites. And this is one of his favorites of my arrangements that I arranged for singers for a wedding that failed. But the bride is very happy now. She's got a very, very happy marriage now. But I arranged this for a wedding, and it's one of my favorite Dusty Springfield tunes. And it means a lot to me, and I love that people like this. And I'm talking to a camera that I did not turn on. Again, so I'm going to turn it on. And, of course, we have maybe a little bit of a delay between the side camera, which is hardwired, I think. Let me check. Check and make sure it's hardwired. This is my producer mouse. Yes. Here I come to save the time. Yes. This is one of my favorite Dusty Springfield songs. And what I love about it, I mean, the lyric is so incredibly intense and beautiful. And a lot of her songs were written that they sort of went against the grain of what the lyric was. So it had this sort of bubblegum pop, 60s feel to it. But the lyric was like really pretty deep, like really kind of to the solar plexus, maybe even the jugular sometimes. But this is one of my favorites. And I'm going to do it for you now. I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never want to let you go. 'Cause you started something. Can't you see that ever since we've met you've had a hold on me? It happens to be true. It doesn't matter where you go or what you do. I want to spend each moment of the day with you. Well, look what has happened with just one kiss. I never knew that I could feel in love like this. It's crazy, but it's true. You stopped and smiled at me and asked if I cared to dance. I fell into your open arms. I didn't stand a chance. Now listen, honey, I just want to be beside you everywhere. As long as we're together, honey, I don't care. 'Cause you started something, can't you see? That ever since we've met, you had a hold on me. No matter what you do, oh, you stopped and smiled at me, asked if I cared to dance. I fell into your open arms. I didn't stand a chance. Now listen, darling. You stopped and smiled at me and asked if I cared to dance. I fell into your open arms. I didn't stand a chance. I just want to be beside you everywhere. As long as we're together, honey, I don't care. You started something, can't you see? That ever since we've met, you've had a hold on me. No matter what you do, it's crazy, but it's true. I only want to be with you. I love that tune. Love that tune. I love doing it that, and I like just playing against the grain a little bit. So, yes, I am home for a couple of weeks. I'm very excited to be home for a couple of weeks. Clean all the costumes, get them refreshed. Got some new ones being built. Had a great time. Did a TV show in Mexico City that will be airing very, very, very soon. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for you to all see that. And I am reuniting with my buddy Chuck Sweeney, Peggy Lee. We're going to be in Palm Springs, April 21st, 22nd. And then I am hosting as Liberace the Palm Springs International Piano Competition at Liberace's Cahuilla Road home, courtesy of Betsy and Garth, who own the home now. And I'll be the host for this fantastic cocktail party on Sunday the 23rd. So I'm really excited about that. Very excited. But I have to shave before April 13th because I'm headed to Hot Springs, Arkansas with my best boys, the greatest piano men. Yes, you know them. You know them.
Virginian, don't let me wait. The Catholic girls start much too late. But sooner or later, it come down to fate. I might as well have been the one, darling, only the good die young. I remember when rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun. More than hell and shooting stones. Oh, go Chevy and I bless my arms. So give me money when I'm in need. Tell the girl, spend it big. Said I got a woman way on the time. It's good to me. She's got a electric boat, a mama sound. I'm better than the magazine. Benny and the tips. Whatever kind of mood you're in tonight, I said, Georgia, oh Georgia, my gift is my song, and this one's for you. When you believe in peace, you can understand, and just simple, baby, 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 baby. Superstition made the way. Oh, sing us a song with the piano men. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody. And you got us feeling alright.
Yeah, I love doing that show. Love doing that show, and I love all of you who've gotten to see it. I know Hildy Lindstrom has come like several times. I understand that Shell Sano is here, and look who else is here. Little Mr. Chris, big Mr. Chris, not the little one. Say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
Here's the microphone here.
Hi.
It's
How are you?
It's not a live studio here. We have to go into the thing.
I don't know how to do this.
Yes,
I have an interphone that I use to talk to the people. Mm-hmm. I don't use that.
It was designed in 1965, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you pick it up and you push a button and then you tell the people
that they have to fasten their seatbelts and put their tray tables up and all of that fun stuff.
It's very, 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 very important stuff.
Yeah.
I love that when the flight attendants come through and they say, please unplug your things and do this and put these up and stow this and that. And then you get the passengers who are like, if we crash, is this really going to help? Like, if we crash, I'm using you as a flotation device. Now shut the hell up. It's like, come on.
We're not going to crash.
No. God, no. It's not Aeroflot. No. Well, so Chris got to come and visit me in Puerto Vallarta in Mexico a couple of times, which was really lovely. And I had a great time doing my show. And like I said, I am so grateful to Tracy Parks and Lydia D'Amato and Beverly Fairfax and Kateri Brown and all the people and the entire staff at Encanto and all my friends that I met there and people who came to see me. The hardest thing is that I was playing a Liberace show on a keyboard. and that makes it really kind of tricky. It's kind of nice to have a piano back, although I'm getting my piano fingers back. It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit before you get the piano fingers back, because the keyboard is lighter. It's very difficult to play. Big pieces on it. So then it's very difficult to transition back. And I've only been back 6 days, so I'm working on it. But I thought, for fun, I mean, if you want, because I'm not on the virtual piano bar schedule tonight. I am on my own schedule, and you are on your own schedule, so you can tune in and tune out as you like. You can stay with me as long as you want. But I thought that I would play the slightly condensed version of Rhapsody in Blue, which I was playing for 2 months on a keyboard, and now I actually have a piano to try it. So if you kids like a little Gershwin, this piece was written by George Gershwin after he found out in a news article that he was supposed to be writing a jazz concerto, and then he was told, "Oh yes, well, I'm going to do this, I guess." And he wrote it, scored it for 2 pianos. It was meant for 2 pianos, and then it was scored for orchestra and piano. And it wasn't until later that somebody did a reduction, transcription, this, that, the other, of a solo piano version of it, which is what I'm going to play for you now. So a little Rhapsody in Blue. Hope you guys are having a great night. I'm so happy that you're here with me. Makes me so happy. I've been looking forward to this. I've missed you guys because I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. I can feel you, which is more important. Joni Rapp is watching. My God, Joni Rapp is a legendary singer in Boston and Provincetown and everywhere. She's watching. We have Eugene Page, Kristen Bertrand. Who else is watching, Chris? We have Jackie Fornatale. Buon Natale, buon Natale. Oh, Big Brianna is watching. So Mini Brianna is based on Big Brianna Staub. Yes, we have Hildy, of course, and Jack Putnack. And Doll Fredericks. We'll talk about Doll in a bit too. Doll and I are going to be doing a show together. Jane Stevens from the UK, who gets up, sets her alarm to watch me, and also to watch the fabulous David Saffert, the other David who does Liberace. We're the 2 Davids who do Lee, and of course, big support for drag queens with Jane Stevens. She's friends with all of them. So, and Shell from Saugerties, who's booked me a couple of times, and Philip Officer, Broadway star, voice of Angel. Oh my God! So, and Dale Huebner. Hello, Dale. Hello. Thank you all for being here. So now is the portion when I'm going to play Rhapsody in Blue, which is a lovely piece. It's a little long, but I think it's just so fabulous. And I'm going to take this camera out, and here we go. It's amazing to do the opening trill on a real piano with weight. Yeah, it feels good to play it on a real piano. Wow. Well, you know, the world is a little crazy these days, and I want to share a little video that was shared with me, and it's from Denmark. I shared it on Facebook. It's on Denmark. It's from Denmark, and I feel like it's kind of, if we all could move toward that sort of acceptance. I mean, you know, we've come a long way. I mean, we've come a long way with a lot of things, but there's always work to do. There's always work to do. I mean, I got to go back. I got to rework that piece. I got work to do on that. But there's work to do on everything. The minute that anybody thinks that we're done and set and good, we're wrong. We're really wrong. So this next video piece was so cool that it was shared with me from Denmark, and I want to share it with you before I do my next song, and especially in the world in support of my drag performers and all of the GLBT, PQ, LMNOPP, everything under the umbrella there. You know, it's like, let's find something to pick on that doesn't make our world a brighter and better place. That's what I'd like to see us pick on. Let's pick on that stuff. Let's pick on the economy. Let's pick on jobs. Let's pick on all that stuff. But let's not pick on what adds the color and flavor to our world. So I want to share this little video with you before I do my next song. So glad you guys are here with me. You're making my night. Thank you.
It's easy to put people in boxes. There's us, and there's them. The high earners, and those just getting by. Those we trust, and those we try to avoid. There's the new Danes, and those who've always been here. The people from the countryside, and those who've never seen a cow. The religious, and the self-confident. There are those we share something with, and those we don't share anything with.
Velkommen. Jeg kommer til at stille jer nogle spørgsmål i dag. Nogle af dem kan godt være lidt personlige, men jeg håber, I vil svare ærligt på dem. Hvem herinde i rummet var klassens klovn? Hvem er bonusforældre?
And then suddenly, there's us. We who believe in life after death. We who've seen UFOs. And all of us who love to dance. We who've been bullied. And we who've bullied others. And then there's us, the lucky ones who've had sex this past week. We who are broken-hearted. We who are madly in love. We who feel lonely. We who are bisexual. And we who acknowledge the courage of others. We who have found the meaning of life. And we who have saved lives. And then there's all of us who just love Denmark. So maybe there's more that brings us together than we think. TV2 Denmark. All that we share.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live Imagine. 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 Yeah, it's a really cool video from Denmark. It's like it doesn't have to be Denmark. It just Denmark did it. So, when you're the first one who does something, kind of like Liberace, who was the first one who did Las Vegas correctly, and the residency, and the show, and all that stuff. Hey, good on you when you're the first one who does it. And guess what? Good people follow. We see it, we follow. So, yeah, thank you. Raissa Katona Bennett, amazing. Broadway singer, artist. Robin Schofield Dwyer, Ryan Hazy, Chip Harold, Jeff Levanio, Richard Simons, Stella Rosas, who I performed with in Puerto Vallarta at Act 2, Jeff Sherbo, J.D. Hance, and the Liberace Fans Fan Club. The best Liberace Fans Fan Club. Yes. Prince Fleet Easton, Jonathan Rios, my tech director in Puerto Vallarta, Abby Wiederhold, Casey Scahan, Merch, of course. I love you, Merch. I love you so much. Tony King, Karen Libby tuned in. You got home. You got home, darling. Oh, great. Regina Kyle, fabulous romance author, and my dear friends Sharon Bauman White and Linda Culp from Puerto Vallarta. Sharon was in the movie Sound of Music. I love it. She was a nun. She was studying. She's a gorgeous classical singer. And she was studying over there when they were filming, and she ended up being a nun in the How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria? Which brings me to my last couple of tunes. And this one is from Sound of Music, and it's from my dear friend Eileen Scheibner. This is her favorite tune, and I always like to play it. I play it a little differently every time, but Eileen likes Edelweiss. And I'm going to let you know the words at home. You can sing them at home. I'm not going to sing them this time. I'm just going to play Edelweiss. And then we'll lead into our grand finale, okay? Okay. Well, I got one more before we sign out. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I have missed doing this. It's really weird when you translate from, going on stage 3-4 times a week for 2 months and then come back and then you're on camera again. And it's really lovely. You guys are my heartbeat. You've driven me through the roughest of times. I'm coming up on my almost 1-year anniversary of not working for the worst possible job I could possibly have in my life that I did for 25 years. I'm coming up on that anniversary. So I really appreciate your tips. I appreciate your support. You guys have been so great. And I'm going to be doing more of these now that I'm back from Mexico. And going to do some request shows. I want to know what you want to hear. And I'll play your requests. I have some time now to do that in between my gigs on the road. So I figure we'll end with the world's greatest piano bar tune from The Sound of Music. And you can all sing along. You know it. You know it. And then I'll show you how we do it in the minor key in the middle. Okay, cheers, everybody. Cheers to friends and family who know us well and love us all the same. Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so, tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to do, 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 do. You guys singing at home? Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so, tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back. Now, a great song, like something written by Rodgers and Hammerstein, can be played in any style that you want. You can even make it minor, sad and tragic. Ooh. You can even change the lyrics a little bit. This is my version of the minor solfege. This is what's called solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. It's really si in French, solfege. But they said tea for the movie because tea is a drink with jam and bread. And la is the only thing that's not really a word. So, you know. But this song could be happy and sad. Do, a deer. We hit a deer. Ray, the guy who drove the car. Me, I'm sad. We hit a deer. Fa, it bounced far off the car. Well, I was from Boston at the time. So, I guess we killed a deer. La, it's not even a fucking word. Tea, no thanks. I'll have a beer, 'cause we can't bring back that dough. Oh, oh, oh. Time to be happy again. Because it doesn't matter if you play the piano or sing or whatever you do, just a few easy notes. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. Fa, fa, fa. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, see, it's not a word. Tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to do, 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 do. Are you singing at home? Okay. Here's our last round before you go into your sweet Sunday slumber. And I thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your tips. Thank you for your support and love. It means the world to me. Are you ready? One last chorus. Go! A deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. Soul, tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So, do. See you soon, guys. I love you very much. Good night.